Happy and healthy altitudes to you. Hello, I'm Gary Giannetti coming to you from Healthy Altitudes, Colorado. I've got a ski pole today, but it's summer. Why do I have a ski pole? Well, I've talked to a lot of clients lately and they're starting to get out and hit the links with a golf club. Not a ski pole, wait a minute, that's weird. But golfing and skiing both have a long implement that you can use for stretching. So you can either use a golf club or a ski pole. I just happen to have a ski pole, so I'm doing a couple stretches with a ski pole. You could do them with a golf club just as easily. So a couple things to think about. When we spend our day forwards, we end up doing things in front of us a lot. So that tightens up the front of our body. We want to try to loosen up the front of our body and open up the front of our body. There's a couple things you can do to do that. One, with a golf club or a ski pole, just reach up high. This is a real easy way to open up your shoulders, work through your core to open up your abdominals, and then lift up the front of your hips and pelvis as you extend your back, so you'll stretch out your hips. Lift up the front of your hips and pelvis. So you're thinking about hip and pelvis engagement right here. So lift up the front of your hips and pelvis as you open up and stretch. All right, and then if you want to have a little bit more on the right side, reach to the right. A little more on the left, reach to the left. You'll feel that stretch through your lats, through your shoulders, and all the way down into your obliques. So that's a really great stretch, just doing that slowly and deliberately to start the day. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more, you widen your feet and just open up even more while keeping good alignment. And the alignment thing is important, where you're here, keeping your body on one plane of movement. Imagine a pane of glass in front of you and a pane of glass behind you, and you're kind of wedged in between them. And you want to keep that alignment as you go to both sides so that you can get more stretch out of your hip and your hip flexors and the IT band. All the stuff that comes through here, okay? So you're trying to really loosen those things up by reaching across, keeping a good alignment, okay? So great thing you can do with the ski pole. Now the other things you can do to loosen up your shoulders with a ski pole or a golf club, or just get some rotational movements. Notice I'm going slow. You'll find if your right side is tighter than the left, you can stretch it out more with that other arm by just gently pushing, okay? If you feel pain in your wrist, you can always change that wrist grip and just do them that way, okay? So play around with how that feels on your shoulders for that stretching movement. These are great warm-up exercises before you go ski or before you golf. The next one, so there's two. The third one, arms straight out in front of you and just rotate, rotate. Now why is this important for skiing if you're facing forward? When you ski, you're going to use the sides of your legs, you're going to use your torso, you're going to use your core, but also it's a dynamic movement. So at any given point, you might slip and get sideways on skis. Golf takes you in all different ranges of motion. So this is a great way to warm up for golf or skiing, where you're going to be in different ranges of motion, or you might find yourself sideways or forwards. So a couple things you can do there just to warm up before skiing and stretching, or skiing and golfing. 3 different exercises that you can do to warm up, all with that pole. A couple other things you can do with it. While you have this here, you can use it as a guide, and you can reach down keeping it flat. Push one side down, push the other side down, and see if you feel a little more stretch through your hamstrings in the back of your leg. The important point there too is to keep your back flat as you push down. Feel a little more stretch on one side, push down on the other side. Now if you get more advanced, you can touch down to the ground with that pole or golf club. Touch down to the ground. Very simple, but a great way to stretch out the back of your legs. So now we opened up the hip flexors, the front of our hips. We've opened up our obliques on the sides. We've opened up our shoulders, and we've also opened up the hamstrings. So through all of that, hopefully it'll free us up for a golf swing. When you want to come through, you'll be able to get that stretching movement, right? Through your whole body. Breathe, exhale, breathe, exhale, right? So thinking about that powerful movement. Now, the other thing to think about, when you're golfing, you might be right-handed and golf to the right side. But do take a couple minutes and switch your grip and try it the other way, and that's good for your brain. It helps you rewire neurons in your brain to think about what is that like to go the opposite direction. Your brain starts to think about things differently, but also, more importantly, you're going to loosen up your other shoulder and your other side of your torso so you don't get imbalances and unevenness in your body with tightness. So there's about 5 tips you can play around with to be better for golfing or skiing. Be active, and you can eat well, you can stay happier for your life, and that's what it's about. Not just because of a virus or anything like that, but it's for your life. And so hopefully you can stretch and move, spend 30 minutes in the gym building some strength, core, and stability, and then spend the other 30 outside, hitting the links or on the slopes. Have an amazing day. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll put some more YouTube videos on, or follow us at Mobile Fitness at Healthy Altitudes on Facebook. Have an amazing day.